with RMU football kicker Nick Bisceglia. Nick, thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so fresh off of, Big South Player of the Week, Special Teams Player of the Week, I mean, how special was that honor, especially being the first in RMU, is in their time in the Big South to get that?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to get that honor, no matter where you're at. And just because it was the first in the Big South, it does make it that much more special. So it's always good to get that, too.
Right, and so we talked about your game-winning kick. I mean, that's been in the news all week. So, when you're getting into the mindset to hit one like that, because you've hit a couple here, I mean, how do you block out the noise? How do you just set up for that moment?
I always this is what I tell myself every kick. I just tell myself, all right, let's go out there. We're just going to go 1 for 1. We're not going to worry about what's happened in the past. We're not going to worry about anything after this. We're just going to worry about going 1 for 1 on this kick.
Yeah, definitely a good mindset to have, especially in those moments. So, guys got Kennesaw State this weekend. There's been some talk about it, but how are you guys prepping for this game? How difficult is it to prep for a team that's ranked like them?
Yeah, I mean, it's always difficult no matter who you're playing. But especially for them, they're a triple option offense. So practice has looked a little differently this week. We've been taking things a little slower, trying to be a little more disciplined, especially defensively. So, yeah, it's very difficult to get ready for this team, but we're getting ready. We want to keep winning at the Joe.
Yeah, so your holder, George Souders, obviously the punter of the team as well. How important is it to have a good relationship with the guys you're going to be going into battle with pretty much every game?
Oh, it's incredibly important, I mean, I'm putting 100% of my trust into him that he's going to do his job out there. So, I mean, it's super important that we're, have that good relationship. And, I mean, luckily it is enough that we do have that good of a relationship. I'm sort of a more calm person, and he sort of provides that contrast to me that he's more of that wild person, sort of that nutty kind of person. But, it's always good to have that.
Yeah, speaking of quirks, in the spirit of Movember, he's got some pretty ridiculous facial hair. I know you've got some yourself, but I mean, how great is it? How actually great is it?
It's something else, I'll tell you that much. It's nice and thick, nice and full. He gets compliments everywhere he goes, no matter where we're at. But I mean, it's something I envy, to be honest.
All right, so, you've had 3 game-winning kicks in your career. Is there one that stands out over the rest? I mean, this one is your first in the Big South, and then you move back to one big one against Dayton, and then one against St. Francis. Which one for you is the most important, do you think?
For me, I would definitely say the St. Francis one, not only because, personally it was a walk-off, so, we didn't have to play any more football after it, but, looking how the rest of that season turned out and really how much of a positive that game was, that we did win that game and really set us up to have that good of a season back in 2019.
Yeah, and so you guys have 3 games left, and you're on your last 3 games, obviously, as a graduate. So, I mean, what are you looking to just prepare for, or what are you looking forward to for the remainder of the season?
Just enjoying it, man. I'm that type of person that, I always try to live in the moment. I always just try to be where I'm at, and, especially when you're playing college football at this level, there's all the pageantry, all the excitement with it. So really just being in it, being in the present, and just enjoying all of it really is what I'm looking forward to.
Right. And so I got to ask, though, what's the longest kick you've hit in your career, do you think?
In my career? See, game-wise, I haven't hit that many deep ones, because, I mean, here it's only like 43, but, I mean, in practice, I've sometimes stepped out to, deep 50s even. I think the longest one I hit practice just off of sticks was probably 61.
Didn't come close to that, but one last thing I guess I got to go with. How do you guys think you stack up against Kennesaw State this weekend?
I think we'll be good. You just have to stop the triple option. That's really, that's their game. And even last week when they played Gardner-Webb last week, they've shown that passing threat. That if they do struggle with their bread and butter, they can go to the air out of the triple option. So, just being really disciplined all around is going to be really important for us to get the win, and that's what really we've been preaching this week. So I think it'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, definitely should be a special one, and we're looking forward to it. Well, Nick, thank you so much for sitting down with me tonight.